Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing that you care. It's heartwarming. Thank you. It's well known that I have devoted the major part of my adult life to the health of the community. And I've witnessed an increase in the average life expectancy of an individual born into this community. What we're talking about is the amount of years that an infant born into this community can expect under normal circumstances. The ideal state, of course, would be eternal life. That would be wonderful. But in the meantime, we measure success in terms of public health, success in terms of where we're heading, in terms of added years that each individual can expect, the life expectancy at birth. Over the past few years, something shocking has happened. When children, young people, don't make it to the average, they pull the average down. I'm told that there are more than 1 million of our children that aren't with us anymore. So all of a sudden, that life expectancy curve that goes up, ultimately all the way, but that goes up, or that's supposed to go up, stalls. And perhaps even falls. What's the immediate cause of this? I'm going to give you a little demonstration as a physician, talk some basic pharmacology. The drug that we're talking about is a derivative of opium. Opium initially was grown opium is from the seed of the poppy, and opium has been used for centuries. Today, we have developed synthetic opioids. They look like opium. They're more potent than opium. What are we talking about? We're talking about primarily oxycodone, OxyContin. That's the drug that's the real bad actor. We're talking about fentanyl, which is now being added to that. These are the prime drugs we're talking about. They are opioids. Now, opioids do a few things. One of the things they do is they induce a euphoric state. That's nice. Feel good. They are feel-good drugs. Opioids relieve pain. So for the average young man or woman who feels badly and is in pain, both physical and mental pain, opioids are useful drugs. But unfortunately, what happens is opioids also induce respiratory depression, not breathing. Not breathing is a very serious state to be in, as you can all imagine. Let me explain something. This is the amount of Tylenol you need for a headache. Now, if a person wanted to intentionally take an overdose of Tylenol, they would have to take that much Tylenol in order to hurt themselves. OxyContin, this is the dose. Maybe in somebody who's used a lot. In order to die, in order to stop breathing, and maybe less mixed with alcohol. Most of the children, most of the young people who die from OxyContin, from oxycodone, from opiate overdose, who mix it with alcohol, don't intend to die. The person who takes 50 of those Tylenol intends to make something happen. The young man who takes 2 or 3, when the dose he was looking for was 1, and ends up not breathing, has made a dreadful and a lethal mistake. That's why the average longevity has stalled. That's why we have a problem, and a major problem. It's a relatively easy mistake to make. So thank God there is something that can reverse the effects of that mistake. But in order to have that, we have to acquire one. In order to use it, we have to know that our significant other, our dearly beloved child, our whoever it is, brother, sister, friend, is using OxyContin, using an opioid. There is a little kit that is supplied by NCFJE, that's Operation Survival, that is supplied by Mask. It's called Narcan. Narcan is injectable. It also comes in a nasal spray. Hot Solar members all carry Narcan. And Narcan immediately reverses the respiratory depression induced by opiates. So for all parents, all those who have some significant other that's using opiates, you need to obtain one, please. Find out how to use it. But that's not where we want to go. We want to go somewhere else. You know, like all public health problems, and this is a public health problem, we have succeeded over the years in beating the problem. When it was clean water, we produced clean water. When it was infections, we developed antibiotics. Now it's another kind of problem. I have absolute confidence that if we work together, if we own the problem, it's our problem. These are our children. We need to own it. We need to start working with it. And I believe that we will, if we can't beat it completely, we'll make a big impact. But we've got to start doing it. So we all look forward to the day when life expectancy is Ubola ha-marvis lenetzach. That's what we want with life expectancy. And we should reach it, and we should manage to accomplish what we set out to do. Thank you once again for coming.